In today's video, I'm going to analyze the following myths. Are vehicles really broken and you can get shot through the roof? Is 8sxope a genius and you should never use backpacks? Only here in GameVestment's PUBG Mobile MythBusters. Cuckoo everyone, welcome back, it's your host GV and I hope you're having an amazing day. I read your comments, I read your feedback, so thank you so much for that. So please let me know down below if this is better. Next, myth. And the next one comes from Mr. I couldn't find a comment. I think it was Peachy, but it was like a long time ago. How awesome would it be if someone changes their name to Mr. I couldn't find a comment. Anyways, you can get shot through the roof of a vehicle. I don't know about you, I'm not supposed to give my opinion, but this is something that should not happen. For this experiment, the first thing I want you to understand and see is that shooting at the roof should not be a problem. This is how things should be working normally. But things are going to start getting a little bit messy when you add hats to the equation. Notice how with a passenger seat, things are going to be completely normal according to the plan. But once we move to the back seat and we find that magic spot, you know better than me, there's a problem. But why? Because this is just the beginning. We want to analyze better what is going on and in which situations. And just to make sure this is not a mistake or a glitch, I'm going to make the same test with a passenger seat a couple more of times. Yet again, everything goes according to the plan. But once we change to the back seat,
Jesus Christ!
And you can start thinking that maybe the front seat is the better place to take. There goes the knock, and please take into account that this was with a different hat. So what happens if we keep changing, but now we want to give a big hat to the front seat player? Completely safe the way it should be. So what about the bear outfit from the real pass?
I don't like where this is going.
But why? Because this doesn't mean it will work with every hat. So does this mean you're completely safe in the front seat? And the answer is going to be not really. But I still think it's going to be easier to get in knocked if you're on the back seat and your enemy has the high ground. We have our answer and I'm going to approve this one. Sadly, you can get shot through the roof of a vehicle depending on the hat or even helmet that you're wearing. Next, myth. And the next one comes from, you probably already know who he is, but if not, check it out, awesome content creator, 8sxope, and he says, you can get hit just by shooting a backpack. Backpacks are a disadvantage, and that is one of the reasons why he doesn't use one. Or at least that's what I read from all your comments every time I talk about the hitbox. For this and for every experiment where we analyze the hitbox, as always we're going to disable aim assist, and it's time to find the truth once and for all. For the first part of this experiment, I'm going to be shooting at the test subject with and without the backpack, and I'm going to start getting closer until I find the hitbox. So far and so good, it doesn't seem like the backpack is going to be an issue. But it's time for us to get closer. I'm not even going to say what I'm thinking.
Oh, hi Mark.
Okay, whatever. Just by moving a little bit to the middle and we're going to get a first hit without a backpack. So if we stay in the same position but now with a backpack and shoot, we're going to have the same result. And so far, and as you can see, it will not be the backpack's fault. But why? Because this is far from being over. So quick recap and take this back as an example. From the middle to the right and you will not be able to hit your enemy. But once you shoot from the middle to the left, and we're going to have a problem, with or without a backpack. But so far, and as you can see, backpacks are innocent. And really quick, I'm going to make the same experiment but when the person is proning, only because I know people are going to ask. Everything seems fine, but once you aim at this position without a backpack, and as expected, we're going to have the same result. But now the question is, what happens when the enemy is hiding behind a tree and you have no idea what I found? First test, and I'm going to be shooting at the backpack. So far so good, but once we get closer to the enemy without a backpack, and we're going to have the same problem. So please remember and take into account this is not the backpack's fault. And this is when things get really interesting and there's something I want to show you. Yes, I agree with 8sxope and different sizes of backpacks can reveal your position, same thing when you're proning or snaking, but the hitbox is not going to be a problem, but let me show you this is not a glitch because I can actually hit the pan. And now what I wanted to show you, look at this little piece of that you can see here. Less than 1 centimeter and you can get hit. If we try down here, then nothing. Once we get to the player, boom. So this was something that I was not expecting and my scientist curiosity started to emerge. And then this happened. Did I just hit a weapon and hit a player even though we already bossed this myth? So what if there's no weapon? And this is the main reason why people can get hit behind a tree, without hacks of course, and why I got killed many times without understanding what was going on. And as I mentioned before, yes, I agree, some backpack skins can reveal your position. Here you can see the difference between level 1, level 2 and level 3, but remember, it's not the backpack's fault when you get hit. We have an answer, and I'm sorry my lost brother, I didn't know I have a brother, but I'm going to boss this one. Bruh. And if you want to learn more about the hitbox, you can check out part 1, link in the description. And if you want to buy cuckoo clothes, there's new merch if you want to support the channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will snipe you soon. Tschüss.